Hello, friends. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. Those of you that worship with us, and those of you that have been worshiping with us in our virtual Sunday morning worship, know that I begin every service with those wonderful words, that proclamation that comes to us from Psalm 118 in the 24th verse. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I bring that up because I'm reading a book called Jesus is Calling. I've shared that with you before. It's a series of daily devotions in which Jesus is the narrator. And so I came across this one and I thought I would share it with you. This is the day that I have made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Begin the day with open hands of faith, ready to receive all that I am pouring into this brief portion of your life. Be careful not to complain about anything, even the weather, since I am the author of your circumstances. The best way to handle unwanted situations is to thank me for them. This act of faith frees you from the resentment and frees me to work my ways into the situation so that good emerges from it. To find joy in this day, you must live within its boundaries. I knew what I was doing when I divided time into 24-hour segments. I understand human frailty. And I know that you can bear the weight of only one day at a time. Do not worry about tomorrow or get stuck in the past. There is abundant life in my presence today. And how true that is. And how especially poignant it is considering our readings from yesterday when we heard the 23rd Psalm, also in our Bible study this past week, and that thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. God pours so many blessings into our lives that we can't even take them all in. It's amazing. The problem, of course, is that we're so full of junk that those blessings often get wasted and spilled onto the floor. So we can empty ourselves and clean up our act. God will keep pouring those blessings and we can absorb them a little more. And the other thing we heard yesterday was from the Gospel of John in the 10th chapter. At the very end, I came to give you an abundant life. I came to give you abundant life. God, our shepherd, God is our provider. God gives us everything that we need in our lives, and He gives it to us abundantly. Now, I know today, in May of 2020, things don't look so great. We're having some issues. But God is telling us, I think, to stay in the moment. Not to get too far ahead of ourselves and say, oh no, what am I going to do tomorrow? Stay where you are. God has given us this day as a blessing in our lives. Not to get too far ahead of ourselves and certainly not to look backwards. God provides for us. And it's interesting that in that devotion that, I intentionally, Jesus is speaking, I intentionally divided the day into 24 segments because I know you can just handle so much. God never gives us more than we can handle. Not ever. Not today, not yesterday, and not tomorrow. God will continue to provide for us and provide for us abundantly. So all we have to do is trust. Trust. And remember, This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice, and be glad in it. Amen. Have a blessed day, my dear sisters and brothers, and I will see you tomorrow. Amen. Be blessed.